I'd like to say thank you to Eric and Scott and everybody who puts the conference on. This is a fantastic opportunity for us to tell our story. This is the second Metals Investment Forum that we presented at. Last November was our first. We've made a lot of progress since then, and I'll tell you about it here. And I will be making forward-looking statements. Our lawyer has put this disclaimer together. Please read it. So we've had a fantastic start here to the year, and 2019 was a great year for us as well too. We had a transformative acquisition of the Panuco silver gold camp in Mexico, of the option for that camp, and in December we closed a $6 million financing, and you can see the stock chart has reflected some momentum and some excitement due to the fact that getting this project into the company was a large feat in itself. And we didn't waste any time. We closed the financing in December of 2019. And in January, we announced, at the beginning of January, we announced the beginning of drilling on the property. And just yesterday, we announced a brand new discovery. So we're moving very quickly at Vizsla Resources. And I'll just do a quick overview here of the company capitalization. You can see we're very well structured. We have 55 million shares outstanding. Management, myself, our board, advisors, and our team own about a quarter of that. We've brought in some institutional shareholders in the last financing. And I should add, I did skip over that, we did that $6 million financing without a warrant as well. So we have a couple of new institutions in the story, and very well structured. Now, what we have here, what attracted people to the story and why the share price has moved, I believe, is because we have a significant opportunity here to, first of all, we've consolidated an entire district in Mexico, a district that compares on scale and grade to some of the great districts in Mexico. And it's been producing for 450 years. However, it's never seen any modern systematic exploration, and we're starting to believe it's never seen any systematic exploration at all because of our new discovery. And for kind of to give you an idea of the scale here, if you were to leave the hotel, get in your car, and drive down Highway 1 to Chilliwack, and as soon as you hit the border of Abbotsford and Chilliwack, you stopped, you would have gone about 75 kilometers. If you were to take all of the veins in our district and put them on end to end, that would be about 75 kilometers, and we're growing that right now. So it's big. And we're going to be the most aggressive junior explorer in Mexico this year. We've announced that we're going to be drilling 14,500 meters. Charles Funk, our VPX, has already done a fantastic job setting up the team there, and we're going to be very aggressive with boots on the ground. And that's part of the deal that we've struck with the two private Mexican miners that have been operating in the area for years, for decades. We have an option to purchase all of their producing assets, all of the infrastructure, and everything you would need to be re-rated overnight, essentially, and go into production as a silver producer in Mexico, high-grade silver producer in Mexico. And the project has fantastic infrastructure. We're 45 minutes from the Mazatlan airport, so we join about 300,000 other Canadians and Americans going down there every winter. And probably a lot of you have been there. It's 45 minutes away from the airport. It's very odd that we have a 4-lane toll highway cutting through the middle of the project. That's not very common in Mexico. And we also have high tension power running through the project, which is also not very common in Mexico. So this project really benefits from excellent infrastructure. You can see there's some photos of that there. And that's me at the drill. So we've already started drilling there in Mexico. Now, to be a significant vein field in Mexico, I think you need two things. The first is size. And as you can see here, Panuco, our district, is in the top left-hand corner. And some of the other famous and prolific regions in Mexico, including San Dimas, Zacatecas, Fresnillo, Guanajuato, and Las Chispas, are all up there as well. And you can see that we compare favorably in size. The big difference between the top left-hand corner and the other five is that we don't have a resource, and those companies all have billion-dollar valuations. You can see we also need grade to be, a big success here, and Panuco has grade. You can see on the top box San Antonio. We've channel sampled 1/2 meter at 4 kilos silver. On the Napoleon, we've sampled almost 1 meter at 3 kilos silver. Down at the San Carlos mine, we've done over 3.5 meters at a 1.2 kilogram silver equivalent. And that's right beside the El Coco mill, a 500 ton per day mill that we have the option over. And the Escrubador is one of these new workings that we've rediscovered and intercepted 5.5 meters at just about 850 gram per ton silver equivalent. Now what's interesting about this is that the Animus vein, so the far right, the Animus vein, is the most productive vein in the district. On the far left there, the Escrubador is an area that we've been sampling, and we've been seeing high grade across that 6 kilometers. Now the district itself is 15 kilometers by 8 kilometers, so that's a little less than half, or a little more than half of the district there has been sampled. There's still a lot more to go in terms of veins there. And we made a brand new discovery, the Paloma vein. That was announced yesterday. This was right off of the old Panuco Road that comes down from the highway under the overpass and connects these towns and the miners and all the adits in the area to the highway and to the other areas in town. And I would imagine that 100 people drive past it, either going to the mines or our workers, or all types of people drive past this area on the road every day. And we were the first group to come in and sample it and map it. And as far as we know, we're the only people to know that it exists. And so we announced that it's 550 grams per ton silver over 3.4 meters, and there's a higher grade near kilo intercept over 1.8 meters as well. So this is the kind of thing that we're getting here. It's new discoveries on an existing district that you would think that the people there have found, but we're finding these. Now, 2020 is going to be a big year for us. We're going to be drilling, as I said, over 14 kilometers of core. That's our drill warehouse there, our drill core warehouse. We've also decided to double our geology team there and put more boots on the ground. So we have, I believe, 10 geologists in the field. And a number of helpers, and we're going to be mapping and sampling the entire district very aggressively. And on the bottom photo there, that was me with the governor's office in Sinaloa last week. I was there and met with their government, and they're very impressed that we're working there. I'm very happy that we're going to be moving this district forward. They understand the significance of it. So we're doing all the right things to move everything forward outside of the geology as well on a corporate level. So the opportunity is enormous here. We compare it to other great silver fields in Mexico in terms of size and now with grade. Our work is cut out for us. We need to start drilling and defending the potential there and understanding whether or not to exercise the back end option for all the production, but we're well funded for that. And we'll be the most aggressive junior explorer in Mexico in 2020. And for a low cost, we can work towards this resource, and I said justify the back-end purchase. And we're led by an accomplished team as well. Our board and chairman and advisors are all very well accomplished people, and we're all going to be here at the booth just outside of the door. So I invite you to come and meet us and hear a little bit more about the details of the story. I just wanted to give everybody an overview here. And I'm going to leave this up here because it's a good slide.